Have you ever felt like there's something special about you, but you just can't put your finger on it? That little spark that makes people gravitate towards you, even if you're not sure why. Well, stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just discover that you've been a total catch all along. And trust me, you don't want to miss out on this. These aren't your typical, "you're great because you brush your teeth" kind of signs. We're talking about those subtle, often overlooked qualities that make you stand out in a crowd. So, are you ready to uncover your hidden awesomeness? Let's dive in. Let's start with something that might seem small, but speaks volumes about you. Do you have a perfume or cologne that you always reach for? A scent that makes you feel like the best version of yourself? If so, congratulations. You've just ticked off the first sign of being a total catch. Having a signature scent isn't just about smelling good, although that's definitely a plus. It's about knowing yourself well enough to choose a fragrance that complements your personality. It's about understanding the power of sensory experiences and how they can leave a lasting impression. Think about it. When someone catches a whiff of your scent, even days after you've left a room, you're still there in their memory. That's pretty amazing. It shows that you're thoughtful about the details, that you care about how you present yourself to the world. But here's the kicker: your signature scent doesn't have to be some fancy designer perfume. Maybe it's the smell of your favorite essential oil, or the lingering aroma of your go-to body lotion. Whatever it is, if it makes you feel confident and leaves a positive impression, you're onto something special. So the next time you spritz on your favorite scent, remember, you're not just applying fragrance. You're leaving a little bit of your unique magic wherever you go. And that, my friends, is definitely a sign of a total catch. Now, let's talk about something that might seem small, but actually speaks volumes about your confidence and self-assurance. If you're comfortable eating alone, whether it's at a restaurant, a cafe, or even on a park bench, then you're showcasing another sign of being a total catch. In a world where we're constantly connected and often feel pressure to always be surrounded by others, being comfortable in your own company is like having a superpower. It shows that you're secure in yourself, that you don't need constant external validation or entertainment. And let me tell you, that kind of inner peace and self-confidence, it's incredibly attractive. Think about it. When you see someone dining alone, looking completely at ease, don't you find yourself a bit intrigued? There's something mysteriously appealing about a person who can enjoy their own company, who can savor a meal without needing conversation to fill the silence. But it's not just about eating. Being comfortable alone in public spaces demonstrates a level of independence and self-sufficiency that's admirable. It shows that you're capable of creating enjoyable experiences for yourself, that you don't rely on others for your happiness or entertainment. And here's something you might not have considered. Your comfort with solo dining often translates into being a better companion when you do dine with others. Why? Because you're not dependent on them for your enjoyment. You bring a sense of completeness to the table rather than neediness. But perhaps the most beautiful thing about being comfortable eating alone is the opportunity it provides for mindfulness and self-reflection. When you're not distracted by conversation, you can fully engage with your meal, appreciating the flavors, the ambiance, the moment. You can use this time to check in with yourself, to plan, to daydream, to simply be. So the next time you find yourself enjoying a solo meal, whether it's a quick coffee break or a leisurely dinner, take a moment to appreciate this quality in yourself. Your ability to find joy and comfort in your own company isn't just a sign of independence, it's a clear indicator that you're a total catch. Now, let's turn up the volume and talk about something that might seem trivial at first, but actually reveals a lot about your emotional intelligence and creativity. If you've got a carefully curated playlist for every mood, congratulations. You're showing off another sign of being a total catch. Think about it. Having the perfect soundtrack for different emotional states or occasions isn't just about loving music, although that's awesome too. It's about understanding and embracing the full spectrum of human emotions. It shows that you're in touch with your feelings and not afraid to experience them fully. Feeling on top of the world? You've got that upbeat, feel-good playlist ready to go. Having a tough day? There's a collection of soulful tunes to help you process those emotions. Need to focus? You've got a playlist for that too. This ability to match music to mood demonstrates emotional awareness and self-care, qualities that are incredibly attractive. But it goes beyond just understanding your own emotions. Your curated playlists also show that you're thoughtful about creating experiences. Maybe you have the perfect playlist for a cozy night in, or for entertaining friends. This attention to atmosphere and the way you can use music to enhance a moment, that's the mark of someone who knows how to make life a little more special. And let's not forget about the creativity aspect. Curating the perfect playlist is an art form in itself. It requires a good ear, a broad taste in music, and the ability to create a flow that takes the listener on a journey. That's some serious creative juice right there. But here's something you might not have considered. Your playlists are like little time capsules of your life. They capture your experiences, your growth, your memories. And the fact that you take the time to create these musical narratives, it shows that you value those experiences and want to remember them. So, the next time you're shuffling through your carefully crafted playlists, remember, you're not just choosing songs. You're showcasing your emotional intelligence, your creativity, and your ability to create beautiful experiences. And that, my friend, is definitely the sign of a total catch. Okay, plant parents, this one's for you. If you've got a green thumb and your plants are thriving, it's time to celebrate, because that's another sign you're a total catch. Now you might be thinking, what do my plants have to do with anything? Well, let me tell you, it says a lot. More about you than you might realize. First off, it shows that you're nurturing. You have the ability to care for something, to pay attention to its needs, and to help it grow. That's a pretty attractive quality, don't you think? But it goes beyond just being caring. Successfully keeping plants alive requires patience, consistency, and the ability to learn from mistakes. Maybe you've killed a few plants in your time. Haven't we all? But you didn't give up. Instead of throwing in the towel, you took a step back, figured out what went wrong, and gave it another shot. That kind of determination and eagerness to learn, that's definitely attractive. And let's not forget about the aesthetic aspect. A home filled with thriving plants is inviting and alive. It shows that you can create a welcoming environment, that you pay attention to the details that make a space feel like home. Plus, it demonstrates that you're not afraid of a little responsibility. After all, plants depend on you, and you've shown you're up to the task. But here's something you might not have considered. Your ability to keep plants alive also shows that you're in tune with the natural world. In our fast-paced, technology-driven lives, this connection to nature is becoming increasingly rare and valuable. It suggests a certain groundedness, an ability to slow down and appreciate the simple things in life. So the next time you're watering your little green friends or marveling at a new leaf, remember, your plant parenting skills are just another sign that you're an absolute gem. Keep nurturing, keep growing, and let your inner and outer beauty bloom. Now, let's talk about something that might seem a bit counterintuitive at first. You know you're a total catch when you're comfortable with silence. Yes, you heard that right. Silence. In a world that's constantly buzzing with noise, being at ease with quiet moments is like having a superpower. It shows a level of self-assurance and inner peace that's seriously attractive. Think about it. Have you ever been with someone who feels the need to fill every moment with chatter? It can be exhausting, right? But when you're comfortable with silence, you're showing that you're secure enough in yourself and your relationships to just be. You don't need constant validation or distraction. You can enjoy a quiet car ride, a peaceful walk in the park, or even a moment of reflection during a conversation without feeling awkward. This quality goes beyond just being quiet, though. It's about being a good listener, about giving others the space to express themselves without rushing to fill the gaps. It's about being present in the moment, rather than always searching for the next thing to say. And here's a little secret. People who are comfortable with silence often have the most interesting things to say when they do speak. Why? Because they've taken the time to really think about their words, rather than just talking for the sake of talking. So, the next time you find yourself in a quiet moment, resist the urge to break the silence. Instead, embrace it, enjoy it. And remember, your ability to be comfortable in these moments is a sign that you're more captivating than you might realize. All right, foodies and kitchen novices alike, this one's for you. If you have a go-to recipe that never fails to impress, then it's time to celebrate. Because that's another sign you're a total catch. Now you might be thinking, what does cooking have to do with being a catch? Well, let me tell you, it says a lot more about you than just your culinary skills. First off, having a signature dish shows that you've taken the time to perfect something. It demonstrates patience, dedication, and a willingness to learn through trial and error. Those are qualities that translate well into all areas of life. And they're definitely attractive traits. But it's not just about the act of cooking. Your go-to recipe is like your secret weapon. It's something you can whip up when you want to make someone feel special, when you need to bring a dish to a potluck, or when you just want to treat yourself. It shows that you're prepared, that you can be relied upon, that you have a trick up your sleeve for making any occasion a little more delicious. And let's talk about the confidence boost that comes with having a foolproof recipe. When you know you can create something delicious, no matter what, it gives you a sense of capability that spills over into other areas of your life. It's like having a magic touch, transforming everyday ingredients into something extraordinary. But here's something you might not have considered. Your go-to recipe is also a form of self-care and nurturing. Whether it's a comforting soup for sick days, a decadent dessert for celebrations, or a healthy meal for busy weeknights, you're taking care of yourself and others through food. And that ability to nurture, it's incredibly attractive. And let's not forget the social aspect. Food brings people together, and your signature dish can be a way to connect with others, to show you care, to create shared experiences. Whether you're cooking for a date, for friends, or for family, you're not just providing a meal, you're creating memories. So, the next time you're whipping up your fail-proof recipe, remember, you're not just cooking, you're showcasing your dedication, your reliability, your nurturing side, and your ability to bring a little extra flavor to life. And that, my culinary ladies, is definitely the mark of a total catch. Now, let's talk about something that might seem silly at first, but is actually a powerful indicator of your authenticity and joy, your laugh. It's like your personal soundtrack of joy. It's a pure, unfiltered expression of happiness that's uniquely yours. Maybe it's a deep belly laugh that fills the room, or a quiet giggle that's contagious to those around you. Whatever it sounds like, if it's authentically you, it's beautiful. Having a unique laugh shows that you're comfortable being yourself. You're not trying to stifle your joy or conform to what you think a laugh should sound like. Instead, you're letting your happiness flow freely, and that kind of authenticity is magnetic. But it's not just about the sound, it's about what your laugh represents. People with unique laughs often laugh easily and frequently. They find joy in the little things. They're able to see the humor in life situations. And let me tell you, that ability to find and express joy, it's incredibly attractive. Think about it. When you hear someone with a unique laugh, doesn't it make you want to laugh too? Doesn't it make you curious about what brought on that burst of happiness? Your laugh has the power to lighten the mood, to bring people together, to make others feel at ease. And here's something you might not have considered. Your unique laugh is part of your personal brand. It's something people associate with you, something they remember long after you've left the room. It's a calling card of your positivity and zest for life. But perhaps the most beautiful thing about your unique laugh is that it's a gift to others. In a world that can often feel heavy, your laughter is like a ray of sunshine. It gives others permission to let loose, to be silly, to find joy in the moment. So, the next time you let out that distinctive chuckle or full-bodied guffaw, remember, you're not just expressing joy. You're showcasing your authenticity, spreading happiness, and proving once again that you're an absolute catch. Now let's talk about something that might make you squirm a little, but is actually a huge indicator of your strength and maturity. If you're comfortable acknowledging your mistakes, then pat yourself on the back, because you're displaying yet another sign of being a total catch. In a world where so many people try to deflect blame or make excuses, there's something refreshingly authentic about someone who can say, "I messed up, and I'm sorry." It shows a level of self-awareness and emotional intelligence that's truly admirable. Being able to acknowledge your mistakes demonstrates humility. It shows that you don't see yourself as infallible, that you're open to learning and growing. And let me tell you, that kind of growth mindset, it's incredibly attractive in both personal and professional relationships. But it goes beyond just admitting when you're wrong. It's about taking responsibility for your actions and their consequences. It's about showing that you're mature enough to face the music, even when it's uncomfortable. This kind of accountability, it builds trust and respect like nothing else. And here's something you might not have considered. Acknowledging your mistakes often leads to deeper, more authentic connections with others. It shows vulnerability, which invites others to be vulnerable too. It creates an environment of honesty and openness where real communication can flourish. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of being able to acknowledge your mistakes is the freedom it brings. When you're not constantly trying to maintain an image of perfection, you free up so much mental and emotional energy. You can focus on growth and improvement rather than defense and denial. So, the next time you find yourself in a situation where you've made a mistake, resist the urge to make excuses or deflect blame. Instead, take a deep breath and own it. Because in that moment, you're not just admitting an error. You're proving once again that you're a mature, self-aware, and totally catch-worthy individual. All right, let's talk about a quality that's like a magnet for positive relationships. If you find yourself genuinely curious about others, lean in close because this is a major sign that you're a total catch. Being curious about others isn't just about asking questions or making small talk. It's about having a sincere interest in understanding people's stories, perspectives, and experiences. It's about approaching conversations with an open mind and a desire to learn. Think about the last time you met someone new. Did you find yourself asking questions not just to be polite, but because you were genuinely intrigued? Did you listen to their answers with real interest, rather than just waiting for your turn to speak? If so, you're showcasing a quality that's incredibly attractive. This curiosity about others shows that you're empathetic and able to connect with people on a deeper level. It demonstrates that you value diverse perspectives and are always open to learning something new. In a world where everyone's fighting to be heard, your ability to truly listen and engage is like a breath of fresh air. But here's where it gets really interesting. Your curiosity doesn't just benefit others. It enriches your life too. By being genuinely interested in people, you're constantly expanding your own horizons. You're collecting stories, gaining insights, and broadening your understanding of the world. And that growth, it makes you even more captivating. And let's not forget how this curiosity can impact your relationships. When people feel truly heard and understood, they're drawn to you. They feel valued in your presence. This ability to make others feel important and interesting, it's like having a superpower in social situations. But here's a little secret. Being curious about others also helps you understand yourself better. As you learn about different perspectives and experiences, you gain clarity on your own values, beliefs, and desires. It's like holding up a mirror to your own life through the lens of others' experiences. So, The next time you find yourself genuinely engrossed in someone else's story or asking questions just because you want to know more, give yourself a pat on the back. Your curiosity isn't just making you a great conversationalist, it's a sign that you're an absolute gem of a human being. Let's dive into a quality that might seem counterintuitive at first, but is actually a major sign of intelligence and self-assurance. If you're not afraid to say, "I don't know," then congratulations. You're showcasing another sign of being a total catch. In a world where everyone's trying to appear like they have all the answers, admitting that you don't know something takes real courage. It shows that you're secure enough in yourself to acknowledge your limitations. And let me tell you, that kind of honesty and self-awareness, it's incredibly attractive. Being able to say, "I don't know," demonstrates intellectual humility. It shows that you value truth and accuracy over appearing smart or winning an argument. It indicates that you're open to learning, to growing, to expanding your knowledge. And that growth mindset, it's like catnip for personal and professional development. But it goes beyond just admitting ignorance. When you say, "I don't know," you're often following it up with, "But I'd like to learn," or "Let's find out together." This curiosity, this eagerness to explore and discover is what keeps life exciting and relationships dynamic. Think about it. Have you ever been around someone who pretends to know everything? It can be exhausting, right? But when you're comfortable admitting what you don't know, you create space for genuine conversations, for shared discovery, for mutual growth. And here's something you might not have considered: saying "I don't know" can actually make you appear more credible. It shows that when you do share information or opinions, they come from a place of genuine knowledge or careful consideration, not just a desire to have an answer for everything. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of being able to say "I don't know" is the vulnerability it demonstrates. It shows that you're not afraid to be human, to have gaps in your knowledge, to be a work in progress. And that vulnerability, it's the foundation of deep, authentic connections. So, the next time you find yourself in a situation where you're not sure about something, resist the urge to fake it. Instead, embrace the power of "I don't know." Because in that moment, you're not just being honest, you're proving once again that you're a total catch. And there you have it, ladies. 10 signs that you're an absolute gem, even if you haven't realized it yet. From your signature scent to your comfort with silence. From your thriving plants to your unique laugh, each of these qualities adds to the wonderful, one-of-a-kind person that you are. Remember, being a catch isn't about being perfect. It's about embracing your unique qualities, about being authentically you. It's about the little things you do that make life a bit more beautiful, a bit more interesting for yourself and those around you. So, the next time you're feeling down or doubting yourself, come back to this video, remind yourself of these signs, and recognize the amazing qualities you possess. Because, trust me, you're more of a catch than you realize. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content just like this. And why not share it with a friend who might need a reminder of how awesome they are? Until next time, keep shining, keep growing, and keep being the incredible catch that you are.